Welcome to our Devos this week where we are talking about making an impact. Did you ever look at your life and say, I want to make an impact? I want to make an impact on those around me. Well, if you do, this is the devotional series for you because we are looking at ways that the Bible gives us that we can be more impactful on those around us. Because God didn't just leave us here to relax until the day He takes us home. He wants us to do things in this world. He wants us to make an impact. He wants us to live a life of significance, not just success. So today, I want to give you kind of the secret sauce of making an impact on those around you, and that is authenticity. Authenticity. So often we see that leaders and people that we admire really are one, they kind of show one dimension, but behind the scenes they're completely not the way that they portray. Now, I'm going to caution you that it's super easy to look at this and go, okay, so what? Like before I can impact someone, do I have to be perfect? Do I have to have it all under control? Do I have to have all my bad behaviors in check? No, I'm not saying that at all. But what I'm saying is you have to be authentic. You have to look at being the best version of yourself that God has called, that you become the version of yourself that Jesus created you to be. And that in your authenticity, it comes across that you are genuine. Pastor Craig Groeschel, I listen to his stuff, I read a lot of his stuff, and he has a saying, and he says, people would rather follow a leader who is always real than a leader who is always right. And that is such a true statement. If you as a person can say, look, I know I've messed up in this. I know I struggle in this area. If you're willing to be authentic, if you're willing to show who you are and say that I don't know all the answers to this, but I'm doing my best. If you can try to be that type of person, your impact changes and it grows exponentially. If you're willing to be authentic to who you are. Matthew chapter 5, verse 13. Jesus says, you are the salt of the earth. And if the salt has lost its taste, how shall its saltiness be restored? It's no longer good for anything except to be thrown and trampled under people's feet. Jesus talks about his believers as being the salt of the earth, as being the salt of the earth, as being the flavor of the world. And so often, what we try to do is we try to be cookie-cut versions of those around us. Now, this week later, I'm also going to talk about how we ought to be different from those around us. But what is missing in a lot of our Christian lives is authenticity. Of saying, yeah, God healed me from this struggle. Yeah, I'm just going to be upfront. God, I had a bad perspective. God gave me his perspective, and now I'm different. This is what being authentic is all about. And all of us can do this. All of us have unique experience that God has led us through. All of us have unique life traumas and life changes that we can speak about where God showed up in a miraculous way. And in those authentic moments, Christ becomes real to those who we're talking to. So one of the best ways to make an impact on those around you is to be real. To be real, to be respectful, to watch your behavior, to watch your demeanor, but at the same time say, hey, look, I'm not perfect, but I serve a God who is. And I serve a God who is able to heal because he healed me. Think about that. Think about authenticity being your goal and not perfection.